Hello everyone. Today me and my team will talk about Canadian potash export. Potash is the common name given to the group of minerals and chemicals containing potassium, which is basic nutrient for plants and an important element of fertilizers. It is mostly produced in the form of potassium chloride. As we all know, Canada is the world's largest producer and exporter of potash. It has 1 billion tons of potash reserves, which is 25% of world's reserves. Taking this all into consideration, we have chosen Canada as the potential supplier of potash, and Saskatchewan is the specific region from where it will be exported. It will be exported to US, Minnesota region, where highest number of agro-fertilizer firms are present. Now we will discuss the epic structure of the potential supplier Canada.
Canadian economy is 10th largest economy in the world. GDP growth was 1.9% in 2018, then dropped to 1.5% in 2019. 70% of its economy is based on service sector. Talking about potash exports, 39% of world potash is exported by Canada only. Canada exports about 95% of its total potash to over 50 countries, and this contributes $12 billion annually to the Canadian economy, which is 10% of total GDP. Presence of significant amount of raw commodities such as potash, precious metal makes its FDI and economy strong. Canada has surplus balance of trade, which is projected to continue in near future, which symbolizes stable exchange rate and Canadian dollar. And Canadian population is over 34 million, which is aging and declining rapidly with the median age of 40 years. On the other hand, Canada is facing some economic weakness, which includes high cost of land, labor and capital, along with the aging and declining workforce. Canadian immigration policy is lenient, which attracts young blood to the Canada, and Canadian FDI attracts larger capital investments. This offset both major issues of aging workforce and capital cost.
Now I'm talking about political background of Canada. Canada is ranked 23 in 2019 on the Ease of Doing Business Index. This shows Canada has simpler and more friendly regulations for business, which attracts foreign investors and domestic businessmen as well. This factor gives a significant hype in the mining industry of the potash. Talking about Canadian legal and regulatory system, its legal system is mature and well defined. As per Canadian rule book, export certificate is required for fertilizers and supplements intended for export, in this case for potash. For the registrations under the Fertilizer Act, an application needs to be submitted. Canadian legal system is pro-business. Also, USA and Canada are largest trading partner. Exporting potash to USA is comparatively easier as they have USMCA free trade agreement. Canada is considered as the most stable political countries in the world. Government policy does not change for a long time period.
Here I am talking about the infrastructure. Third most important factor of the EPIC is infrastructure. Canadian infrastructure is considered one of the best in the world. Transport Canada is the department within the government of Canada which is responsible for developing regulations, policies and services of road, rail, marine and air transportation. It is a part of the transportation infrastructure and communities portfolio. Transport services of Canada are highly efficient. Its multimodal transport system include road, rail, marine and air covers vast distance very smoothly. This is why natural sources extraction, agriculture product movement is very convenient within and outside the Canada.
Infrastructure, Canadian economic competitiveness including energy formation, which means electricity, banking sector, is declining continuously. Its ranking degraded to 14th rank from 12th according to the Economic Forum. Canadian domestic telecommunication satellite provides great access across Canada. Canadian physical infrastructure and telecommunication are top level. Only the issue they were facing was energy deficiency, as Canada used to make electricity with coal and hydro earlier, and that was not very much beneficial. Now Canada started using nuclear energy for generating electricity, which moved energy deficient Canada to energy surplus Canada. Moving to competence, Canada stands on 24th rank in labor relations. It has strict labor laws, as we have chosen Saskatchewan region for potash transport. Saskatchewan workforce has grown at a record rate to keep pace with the vibrant economy. From 2008 to 2018, Saskatchewan employment grew by 10.1%. Population is young and well educated. To keep up with the demand for skilled labor, Saskatchewan has streamlined the provincial immigration nominee program to attract immigrants whose skills fit labor market demands. Young-aged indigenous population provides further opportunities to meet the future labor demands. Additionally, USMCA and NAFTA makes exports between US and Canada free from all the tariffs, which means selling potash to US is a profitable decision for Canada. Thank you.